Yes, you guys are making first class cookies. Good afternoon and happy Sunday, you magnificent beings. For those that have just joined us, we are making cookies together. Love, light, abundance, we are here together, being creative together. So far, we are pretty much at the end before we scoop and bake. What is in our bowl is 1 cup of butter. And I'll say this, most of my recipes can transfer over to vegan and gluten-free. So let's say we were making a vegan cookie. The butter would become margarine or earth balance or any kind of fat substitute. Brown sugar stays the same, white sugar stays the same. There's a product in Whole Foods called Egg Replacer. That would replace your eggs. It's a powder, and if I remember correctly, it's 2 teaspoons of powder per every egg, but it's on the box. You would mix the powder and warm water together and add it to the recipe as you would normally add your eggs. The flour stays the same, the baking soda and the salt stays the same, and your chocolate chips, it's whatever vegan chocolate chips or nuts or dried fruit that you like. If we were making a gluten-free cookie dough, the only thing that we would be changing out is our flour. So all the other ingredients remain the same. Our flour would be a gluten-free flour. So for those that will watch later, you can use the same recipe. And if it's for a vegan family, change the butter to whatever fat substitute you use. If you are gluten-free, everything stays the same. The only thing that you're changing is the flour. Bob Mills makes a wonderful gluten-free flour. I sell a gluten-free chocolate chip cookie, and that is the flour that I use. So, this is what your cookie dough should look like right now. This beautiful, beautiful mass of joy and happiness and good times. We are going to, I like ice cream scoopers. So if you have an ice cream scooper, I would say use that. If you don't have an ice cream scooper, I would say use a 1/4 cup. So for this exercise, we want a 1/4 cup and we want a knife. I don't like big cookies. So we would, and I'm anal. I like all my cookies to be the exact same size. I like pretty cookies that are perfectly sized. So we're taking our 1/4 cup measuring spoon. We are filling it to the top. And then we're going to use our finger and slide it out. So a 1/4 cup, maybe this is 2 ounces, maybe, maybe not. But this is still too big for me. If you want a big cookie, you can leave it like this. Press it down a little bit and bake it off. For this exercise, I want us to do small cookies. So I am going to scoop out a few and then we'll cut them in 4 pieces. Does anyone have any questions for me? So I am live on my phone, but I am recording on my iPad. So when I am done with this, I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel and then post it to my Facebook page. And I will include a picture in the beginning of like I did for this, so you see what the ingredients are. So all we're doing right now is scooping out balls of cookie dough using a 1/4 cup. You can use whatever size scoop you want. Your oven should be on 350. They should be warm by now. So I have out 4 balls of cookie dough. Each one is the shape, each one is done in a 1/4 cup. All right. Still have tons of cookie dough left over. Hello, family. I love you guys. Those of you that have just joined, we are in the kitchen making chocolate chip cookie dough. we have made all of our cookie dough from scratch. We just portioned out some balls. They were made with a 1/4 cup. Now we're going to round them a little bit. And then we're going to take each round and cut it into 4 pieces. You can cut the cookie dough in whatever size that you like. I like small cookies, maybe because I'm a little bit older, but I like small cookies. So I cut them in 4 pieces. Each ball will give you 4 small cookies. And here's a math problem. If I have 5 cookies and I cut each cookie into 4 pieces, how many small cookies do I have? I hope I have small people joining me, and I hope you small people have answered that question with your parents. If you don't know the answer, I suggest after we cut all of our cookies that you count them, and that will give you your answer. The question is, if you have 5 balls of cookie dough and you cut each ball into 5 pieces, how many cookies do you have to share? Or how many cookies do you have to hide for later enjoyment? All right, so my cookie balls, they're about this size. I took my 1/4 cup of dough and I'm cutting each 1/4 cup into 4 pieces. So I guess that's another math problem. How many, well, I was gonna ask a question, but I got stopped, so I stopped the question. I stopped asking myself the question, so I can't ask you the question. We have 5 1/4 balls of cookie dough. Each ball of cookie dough got cut into 4 pieces. Does anyone have any questions? Your oven should be on 350. You have a pan, it either has parchment paper in it or it has aluminum foil that you have greased and oiled. Now we're gonna put our cookie dough on it. The cookies will spread, so I'm gonna put 3 across. I don't like when my cookies touch. So for my pan, let's see. So for my pan, I'm gonna put 12 cookies on it. So this is what you look like. And I'm gonna go ahead and put them in the oven. I'm gonna put the oven, normally when I'm in the kitchen at the center, these cookies would be done in 5 minutes, but I'm baking them at home. So I'm gonna set a timer for 8 minutes. Go ahead and get your cookies in the oven if you can. I cook by time. Every now and then I can smell the recipe and I can tell by the smell of it that it's done, but 90% of everything that I make in the kitchen, I cook by time. That also ensures accuracy every time I'm making something, so I swear by timers. Also, a good oven thermometer is, I think, a great tool to have if you cook. If you enjoy cooking, it just saves you a lot of time. The oven thermometer will let you know if you need to adjust your oven up or down depending on where it's at. So I have an oven thermometer in. You can get that at most hardware stores on Amazon. And I have my timer set and the cookies are in the oven. Does anyone have any questions for me? Because if not, I'm going to say thank you for making cookie dough with me, chocolate chip, and whatever you guys made. I will post pictures of what my cookies look like when they come out of the oven. I appreciate you guys making cookies with me, and I would really, really love to see what your cookies look like for those of you that made cookies, and I would love to know what they taste like. This is not my recipe. This is a recipe that I got out of one of my cookbooks that I wanted to share with you. I hope you guys like it, and I look forward to seeing what cookies you have made, and I look forward to doing another cookie recipe with you next week. Cheers. Happy Sunday.